Hi, here's your morning mojo with Coach Patricia from Recoaching.com. Yesterday was Mother's Day, as you can tell by my beautiful flowers back here. For some, Mother's Day was a wonderful day, and for others, maybe not so much. And it wasn't just the mothers, and that's what prompted me to record this. When it comes to holidays, they're filled with concepts of these idyllic moments and warm family gatherings and people being able to bring a bountiful harvest of whether it's love or gifts or whatever it is. But that's not always the reality. When it comes to families, every family is unique and it has its own dynamics. As children, we grow up within those dynamics, and most times we think that whatever it is, it's normal until we get older, and sometimes we have the revelation that that's not so. For some, their loved ones have gone, they've passed on, and that leaves a certain type of grief. And that grief does have to be dealt with, but there's another grief that people don't often speak about. And I know this myself personally. Sometimes our parents are not the idyllic parents that they show on television or the ones that our friends have. Our parents are human too, and they have their faults, they have their warts, they have their own personality issues at times. And as children, part of our path is to wind our way through whatever it is that our parents are working with and somehow emerge as whole beings. Now, when that doesn't happen, it does take some time for reflection to sit back and look at our past and figure out, well, what was at play there? What was really going on? Was it really about me, or could it have been something else that was in the mix, creating the dynamics for whatever exists in your relationship with that person, parent, sibling, whomever it is? Or could it be something else? Part of what I had to do as I began to look at those dynamics at a time where I returned to my mother's home to care for her for a short period of time, it brought back memories, childhood memories, and I actually had to brace myself each day because I was commuting. As I would drive back from work to home to assist her and do whatever needed to be done, I had to brace myself and prepare myself and actually do a meditation mantra that would keep me centered and happy and joyful so that no matter what, I was ready, I was prepared to meet whomever I was going to meet in her when I got there. I also, in that time period, was able to reflect and realize that, yes, she was doing the best that she could at that time with the information that she had. And the same is true for us as parents, for us as mentors. And trust me, our children have their own laundry list of complaints and druthers concerning us. And sometimes we have to humble ourselves to realize that we're not perfect and that we were doing the best we could with the information that we had at the time. So why not be able to extend that type of courtesy to others? They may not meet our expectations. They may not be the family that we wish that we had. They may not be the parents that we wish that we had. But they are what you've got. They are the people that were placed in your lives, and there was a purpose behind it, and maybe, just maybe, It was for you to grow. Maybe in their inability to see their own faults and rise above it and grow, it was for you to take this as an adult and be able to sit back and realize, oh, this really wasn't all about me. This was also about them and their opportunities to transcend whatever it was. And even if they failed, that doesn't mean that you have to. Sometimes we might need to reach out and get more information or talk to someone. Talk to a sibling from whom you think that you could get some sage advice. If you don't have that availability, then reach beyond that. Take some classes on personal growth and self-development, some spiritual classes. Perhaps there's something within your own church body. Or, of course, you could use my services as a coach. But whatever it is, you don't have to settle for that hand that life dealt out to you. You have the ability to go ahead and do what you need to do to wade through that mire of discontent. Look through that haziness, that fog that was put up in front of you so that you couldn't see the possibilities, and grow. Thanks for listening.